Alright, what's going on, people?
Cut the TV down.
Y'all hang tight. Alright, I got the TV up the way I wanted it somewhat. So anyways, man, today we working on the truck here at the truck stop. I got a coolant hose that's pretty much it's been leaking, and it's been leaking for some time now. And today I wasn't feeling too good, man, so I called my day short pretty early, a couple hours early, and that gave me time to go run to the TA truck stop. And I pretty much bought what I needed, which was this coolant hose right here and 2 clamps. And all I should need to change it out is this right here. So let's go see. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I already popped the hood already. So pretty much we're gonna be changing out this middle one right here. Y'all can see we got the bigger one that goes to the back somewhere. And then we got one in the middle, and then we have the overflow. So we'll go around. So pretty much it comes right here. As y'all can see, look at that, man, that's all messed up. That clamp is also caked up in coolant. You can tell, man, it's been spilling out coolant and everything. It's not a lot, it's real light, but I need to just go ahead and change it out. So that's what I'm finna get ready to do. So y'all hang tight. I'm gonna go ahead and bust these clamps loose. So let me see. That clamp might be seized on there. Yeah, that don't want to come off. Yeah, that clamp look like it's seized on there, caked up. Yeah. I might have to cut that off. I do got my grinder in the truck, luckily. But I'm gonna sit right here, play with this for a little bit, and I'll come back. Y'all give me a second. Alright, so I got the clamps off. This hose is so old that as I was trying to take it off, it wouldn't come off. It was stuck on there so bad to where I had to wedge the screwdriver inside of here pretty much to wedge it open, and the hose just started cracking. And it did the same thing for this one up here too. It's already cracked. So I'm gonna go ahead and just rip it off. Hopefully if I lose any coolant, it should be whatever's inside the hose. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Y'all give me a second. Alright, so I got coolant all over the damn place, but I got the hose off. So when I tried to get the hose in between here, the hose just broke right as I was trying to pull it out. So that hose was on its way out apparently, or technically as we saw, it was on its way out. So I already test fitted this end right here. It fit good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the hose on. That's the hose right there. It's about 2 feet of hose. I try not to reuse any clamps and stuff, man. So whenever I'm changing out anything on the truck, that's gonna take either fittings, bolts, nuts, whatever, I try to put everything brand new back on the truck, because there ain't no telling how old things are that's already on the truck. Mind you, this truck is a 99. It was built in 98. So, you know, that's a long time, you know what I'm saying, to have stuff on the truck and expect it to still work 100%. So pretty much with this hose, I was gonna route it through the same way it was routed. Don't think I'm gonna do that, because ain't no telling when well, technically that's just the overfill hose, but pretty much right there with the hose, we're just gonna push that on. Push it up as far as we can get it, which is there. We'll run I gotta loosen that up so we can get that further up here, and then we'll run this over here under, and I'll pretty much throw that on right there, and I'll probably just zip tie it to stay right here to the AC line, which is more than likely what I'll end up doing, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. So y'all give me a second so I can go ahead and throw this together. All right, so y'all can see the big mess I kind of made all up and down there. It's actually, I got a big puddle right here. So pretty much I had coolant in my truck. I used the red antifreeze. Coolant is already pre-diluted and all that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and bust this out. They actually got a lot lizard behind me. She over there talking to Mr. W9 over there, a lot lizard. She got them yams out. I might ask her what her prices are. See if she's competitive or not. See if she got competitive pricing. All right, so we got the coolant open. As y'all can see, it's red. So here's a tip for you guys that don't know. You know, if you've ever had a car that overheated in the past or whatever, when you get your coolant and you're pouring it into the reservoir on any vehicle, don't pour it straight like this. Pour it on the side and it won't do that gulp, gulp, gulp stuff, if you know what I'm talking about. So my coolant thing, reservoir, my cap, whatever, is at an angle. So I'm gonna have to put this phone down and I'm not gonna record that part and all that, but I'm gonna put the coolant in there, then I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up. Make sure we don't get no low coolant alarms or any of that type of stuff inside the truck. I'll probably let it run for like 5 or 10 minutes, make sure, you know, there's no air bubbles or anything, and we should be good to go. But, I mean, as y'all can see, that's the new coolant hose. I guess I'm gonna try to see what other coolant hose I have, which is this one. It goes right here. So I may go ahead and replace this one next. So it looks like it's just on by a fitting and the hose just clamped to the fitting. So probably next I might just go back and get what is that? Maybe four feet of line, the blue line. We'll go ahead and run that down, and then I'll actually look over the truck, see if there's any more hoses that I may need to replace. So like we got hoses back here. This is to close off the water heater or heater core, I'm assuming. You know, we got things of that sort back here. I may go ahead and change stuff like that. I may not. It just all depends on how I'm feeling when the time comes. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that, y'all. Hang tight. All right, so I made a bigger mess, but the job is done. We got the coolant topped off, filled up. I took a whole gallon. The hose lines, obviously, as y'all can see, is put on there. I did cut open the old line because these two lines would rub together. I cut open the old line, and I pretty much just opened it up, pieced it together, zip tied it together, so you know when it rubs, it won't damage the line. Yeah, so now we can go ahead and crank this puppy up, make sure we don't have any coolant leaks, and we'll be good to go for tomorrow. So I am being a little more proactive in my truck, man, on the things that need to be done on it as far as maintenance wise. Crank this thing. Big Daddy cranked up. I'm gonna give it a minute, let everything circulate through. I'm gonna give it a minute, let everything circulate through. And then I'm gonna take the top off, check the coolant levels again, and then hey, we should be good to go for tomorrow. So with the old hose, you could tell it was leaking right where I have this clamp at, right here. Now we got a fresh blue hose on there. And like I said, any other hose that I can change myself, I'm going to. But like I said, as far as the coolant system, man, I done replaced the water pump, I done replaced the belts, and I done replaced both thermostats. 12.7 60 series pre-emissions has 2 thermostats in it. I already replaced it. Haven't had any overheating issues with my truck, man. Honestly, that was one of my biggest fears. But I do have a new charge air cooler on here. I do have a new AC condenser on here, new AC lines. Like I said, new water pump. Things have been changed, like these boots right here on both of them have been changed. This one right here has been changed with new clamps. So you know, I was trying to prepare for things like this. So that's a wrap right there. I just washed my hands and I gotta go back inside and wash my hands again. Y'all can't tell I don't like being dirty. So as far as truck wise, man, I haven't really done anything else. I did throw a suicide knob on there. I did change out the brake, the hand brake one, and go to the old one right here, man. That's all I'm doing while I'm sitting here on my 10-hour break, or technically, I've been here since 2 o'clock. It's almost 8 o'clock now, and I won't be leaving here till tomorrow till probably about 7 o'clock. So, yeah, you know, just doing things, small things here and there. I do got my TV sitting up there as of right now. It's been held on with some bungee cords, man. Don't judge me. I'm just pretty much testing it out to see if I like it in that position. And if I do, then we'll go ahead and, you know, make it a more permanent thing. Portable AC, man, is cool in the truck, real nice, especially once the sun goes down. Like as of right now, the sun has pretty much gone down. So, I mean, like right now it's real chilly in here. Even with the door open, I can feel the cool breeze coming from behind me, escaping outside. I do have a little window over here on my passenger door. I had to go ahead and cover that up, man, because like this part of the truck right here would be so hot, but back here would be cool, and it was because of that window, especially when the sun is beaming. So I had to go ahead and cover that up. Anxious to see how I'm gonna be able to maneuver with the suicide knob on here. Like I said, I did get that right there, and you know, I had to get the little red emblem on the end. I really wanted the shorter one. They have a shorter one that pretty much stops like right here, but they didn't have it in red. They had it with the blue on the back, the blue on the end. I didn't want to go that route. Y'all already know we'll be rocking. So yeah, then eventually we'll focus on changing this out right here. They did have this right here in red. They had the cover right here in chrome. And then as far as this, I really do like this, but I also want the spike one. So it all just depends on, you know, what I get or how I'm feeling whenever the time comes. Gotta heard some squealing. So yeah, we let the truck idle for a little bit, and like I said, I'm gonna let it idle for about 5 to 10 minutes, or pretty much, I guess if my after idle kicks in after 10 minutes, then I'll go ahead and check the coolant levels then. If everything's good to go, or if it's low, you know, I'll top it back off, and we'll go from there. So that's pretty much it for today, man. Fixing the coolant leak on Big Daddy, adding a couple of accessories. Man, I didn't record that stuff. I mean, I think everybody knows how to add a suicide knob. I think everybody that has a truck similar to this would know how to take this out, man. It just screws out. That's all it is. It's a screw on. Here you go, right here. You just screw it in like so, and I mean, hey, you're locked in. So if you have any questions or concerns, or there you go, they go to the inside of my my little shades that I made. So on all four, they're black on the inside. So when I close my door, man, it's dark in here. Pretty much how I like it. You will see, you know, got some light seeping through over here in this area. You got light coming off the tube right there. If I had the windows open in the back, you would see light coming off as well. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. This is how I like it. Eventually, I'm gonna start working on my floors, and then get to a point to where I'm changing out different gauges on my dash, man, so I can go ahead and install my dashes, my custom dash panels, as well as the actual the skeleton. But I mean, hey, that'll be another project for a whole another day. Probably no time soon, maybe another month or so, we'll see. If you have any questions or concerns, drop it in the comment section below. If you want to get in contact with me, you can send me an email at truckingwithbigdaddy@gmail.com. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.